Welcome back to What's Next Garage. Today we're preparing the engine, getting the cam out, timing, and then getting the block cleaned up. So right here we're taking off the oil screen tube or oil intake tube. 3 bolts, 1 on the pump, 2 on that windage tray. So here's a quick picture of how I locked the flex plate while I undid the harmonic balancer bolt. This was $12 on Amazon. It worked really, really well. So this is the stock oil pump that I'm pulling out. There's 4 bolts and it will allow me to get to the timing set behind it. I'm replacing the oil pump anyway. So the timing gear and timing chain seemed pretty tight. Everything seemed okay. I had to remove the tensioner setup to get everything apart. The tensioner did show a little bit of wear where the chain had ran on it. Here I'm pulling off the cam keeper. It has an O-ring integrated into it behind that keeper, so it must be for coolant passages. So here I'm pulling the cam out, and I put the screw in there only so that I could have a little bit extra leverage to raise the tail end after it dropped out of the bearing race. But you can see right here, I'm having a little bit of problem. So I don't know if there was a little wear in the cam bearing, or there was some wear on that one bearing race, because it was a little tight here. I actually had to pull a little bit harder than I thought I should have. So it's locked up a little bit, and I pound it back in, but then I bring it out a little bit more firmly, and it comes out. So as you pull that cam out of there, you rotate it. You know, this is the first time I pulled a cam out, and boy, I'll tell you, it was a little bit nerve-wracking, because I didn't want to ding up or scar any of the cam bearings. And then I had to take the bolt out to pull it the rest of the way out. So I'm just rolling it around to find the timing dimple for that crank gear or crank sprocket, whatever you want to call it. Then putting in, towel, prepping it to scrape some of the material that's on the surfaces. So you don't really want to remove material. You want to just kind of take off the staining. So I did a little bit of both, wiping with a cloth and brake cleaner, and I also did some mechanical, some mechanical removal by using a scraper. The brake clean gave me a good idea on what needed to be scraped off, because it removed some of the discoloring. And here you can see I'm scraping. Those are the pedestals for the active fuel management system. Those get blocked with the new valley cover. So at this point, I've got a piece of Scotch-Brite and brake cleaner again, and I'm just going back over the surfaces, making sure that there's no heavy residue. I'm not sitting in one place with that Scotch-Brite pad and just rubbing and rubbing. Kind of evenly using it and just going over the dirty spots. Then once I had it done Scotch-Brite, I used cloth and brake clean just to clean up the rest of the kind of loose residue. Then I vacuumed each of the cylinders because some debris had gotten in there. I vacuumed all of the coolant ports and also in the valley. Then I removed all the toweling and gave it one more run through with the vacuum cleaner, because the next step from here will be installing the cam, lifter baskets and lifters, and putting the head back together. That's pretty much going to wrap it up for this video. Thanks for watching, and next video will be cleaning the oil pan, replacing the cam position sensor, and getting things ready for rebuilding. Thanks a lot for watching. Have a great day.